Okay, here we get the horse, and we've got the weight tape. It's a weight and a height tape. So we can measure his height and his weight. And this is what we need. If we want to measure his height, we need a flat surface. That's a flat surface. It's cement. It says right on the tape, I'm sure you can't read it, but it says, place toe here. And then there's a little arrow with a line. Place toe here. Right? So you want to put that where your toe is, right next to the bottom of the horse. So that's what I'm going to do. Place toe here. Okay? Just like that. And now it says 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands. That'll be the day there's a 3-hand horse. Alright? Gabriel's a little tense because he doesn't get measured that much, because we know how high he is. And I would say that this spectacular specimen of a horse, would you say, is between 14.1 and 14.2. We're going to call it 14.1. And what you have to be careful is if you look at it from one angle, he'll look lower, and if you look at it from another angle, he'll look taller. See what I mean? So you have to look at it from exactly the side, exactly the height of the horse, which is right about there. And that is 14.1. With my toe placed down there by his foot, right up to his withers. And his withers are right at the base of his shoulder, right here, top of his shoulder, base of his neck, base of his neck, right in front of where the saddle would go. And that's where you measure to. And Gabriel's 14.1. We already knew that. And now I'll show you how to weigh him. To weigh Gabriel, we have to take the other side of the tape. And we're going to lay it across him. And we're going to wrap it around his heart girth. His heart girth is right behind his elbow and right up in back of his withers. So right around there. We're going to wrap this around. And there's one side of the tape with a lot of advertising and printing that numbers don't start at. And that is where your measurement begins. And then we can look at the number here. And the number that it says Gabriel is about 916 pounds. I don't know if you can read that, but it's about 916 pounds. And that's measured right around the middle of his heart girth. See that? And that's what we did. And that number there says 916. You can call a weighing clinic. They have scales now. But this is a nice rough estimate for how much your horse weighs until you call in such a service. And by knowing how much your horse weighs, you will have a better idea how much dewormer to give your horse. You'll have a rough estimate on food, on how much to start feeding him. If it's a horse that you've newly acquired, maybe he didn't come with a good set of instructions. But that's a good guide for lots of things. So knowing how much your horse weighs is a good thing to know.